When you take two individuals who are creative in their own separate areas, ideas are just going to flourish.
I think that's how big discoveries come from, because you mix skills and facilities and thinking to something else.
And by bringing those two creative minds together, new things are going to come from it that are emergent, that you cannot predict. And they are always going to come from this. This is, I think, what science tells us, and history certainly tells us.
The Making Connections program for myself and for my UK partner was extremely important, because we were looking for funding that was tailored to fit our project, to collaborate scientifically, to exchange visits and to be in contact and to do the science together in a way that without this funding would not have happened.
It brought in a particular chemistry to understand the mechanisms that allow the cancer cells to reprogram themselves under the pressure of the treatment.
To translate that into a drug or a treatment or a therapy that would help people with HER2-positive breast cancer and hopefully save lives.
Weitzman really celebrate thinking and thinkers and people who do fundamental research.
You look for different angles to different kind of thinking.
Who knows whether this is one of those eureka moments where you discover a pathway which really does stop mosquitoes getting malaria.
This project that Jake and I are working on is so important. Malaria is still a devastating disease in humans. It kills 1,000 children every day.
We like to think that science is a pure process, but actually we're heavily influenced by culture. And we can only gain by communicating or exchanging ideas with people who have a slightly different cultural outlook, because they will see things differently. And somehow that is enough to make stuff happen, you know, that wouldn't happen otherwise.
It allowed us to spontaneously think over coffee one day and implement it almost the next.
The sum was small, the catalytic effect was tenfold. It's only when you're really supporting someone who's to take a courageous path, you've got a real likelihood of them making the luck that will make it break.
Science works always in collaborations these days. I think it's unheard of for one person to invent something by themselves.
The projects have been very cross-disciplinary, and we've managed to involve many different centres in the UK.
And that collaboration, that cooperation, that exchange of ideas, the Weizmann Institute stands at the very centre of that sort of activity, to what is the very best that Israel has to offer.